everyone, it's FARMSIMGUY here, hope you're all doing well. Look at this. It is absolutely massive. This is Carl Farms, case 620, quad track, and look at it, it's dwarfed by this. I've got to say a big thank you to Custom Modding for sending me a little pre-release version of the Balzer Auger Wagon. It is already gone into testing in the mod hub, and of course it will be for all platforms, as all Custom Modding's mods are, but this is an absolute monster by a country mile, the biggest auger wagon in game. And look at it, just look at it, it's crazy. So I mean, there's not much more to do then than jump in, have a look at it in the store, see what some of the options are, and then have a little bit of a play around with it. So there we go, straight into auger wagons, scroll along to the end, and there it is, the 2850 Field Floater 7, coming in at £197,758, euros or dollars, depending on what you are playing in. So let's double click on that, let's head into here and look at that capacity. Over 100,000 litres just in your auger wagon. Now, the problem you're going to have is that there's more capacity in this than there is in a lot of the standard trailers. In fact, most of the standard trailers. Yes, you can go to the crazy volumes, but if you're playing realistically, you're going to have a fleet of trailers ready to unload this, or maybe even some of the big hopper wagons at the side of the field to unload this into. 17.4 tons, and it needs 570 horsepower to tow it. So bear that in mind when you're picking a tractor to hook it up to. Crazy. Okay, so we know the base cost, 197,758. Let's have a look at some of the configurations. So Michelin, you have got just the one set of wheels available to you. Goodyear, the same, slightly chunkier though. And with that, a £13,990 increase, but only that option, no other options there. Next up, we've got custom 1250 by 50 R30 Super Cats, diamonds, non-skid, Super Turtle, and back to the Super Cat. Looking really good. I do like those Super Cats, they're very nice. Scale will pop you a little scale just under here, like so. Well, I say little. You've got a scale there, you can see. Next up, and I'm zooming in for this because you can barely see it, but shovel gives you a little shovel tucked behind the tyre there. Can you see that? Just in case you want to unload 100,000 litres from this, you've got a shovel for it. Then you've got an air hose, reel, and a fire extinguisher. As you can imagine, hot, dry fields, you might want to put a fire out when there's nothing else about, so a little tank there and a hose just in case everything goes horribly wrong. Then you've got a chain cover, so just here on the motor, the auger in the middle, you can cover that up with a chain cover there, like so. You've of course got a tarp if you want a tarp on it as well. And then colours. Let's just turn this a little bit so you can see it better. You've got the main colour, which is the black. You can have the base there, which is grey, so the top here, the top of the hopper always stays in black, but you've got the option of a grey here, a green, an orange, which I think looks awesome, and finally a blue, which looks pretty fine as well, to be honest. There you go. So let's spec everything, just so you know what your most expensive options would be, and I think that is it. So there you go, 234,920 with all your options. Pretty cool. Right, I have set up a little bit of a combine experiment. 2 60-foot headers. I don't have horseplay or anything like that installed, so I'm just going to send them off on workers. But 17,000 litre tanks in these. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give them enough space. In fact, I might send this one off in a different direction just for a bit of fun. They'll probably crash into each other at some point, but let's send this one off this way, shall we? What we've got is a challenge to see if we can keep up with 2 combines with the Balzer. And the reason I'm doing this, I want to show you it when it's full, because you need to be mindful of this. Right, we're fired up. Look at it. It's ridiculous. So we've got two combines going in different directions in very funny angles, just because of the way I set them off, which is all good. It doesn't really matter, it's just an experiment, but we'll hopefully get to unload one in a little minute, and yeah, when this is full, it is a heavy old beast. Right, we've just unloaded our first combine. Look at that! There's 17,000 litres in there, it barely shows up. Right, other one's over here, we're just going to keep going now. Right, here we go, full load, just rolling off the field here. Just a couple of things I want you to be aware of. So, we're up at 16 miles an hour. I've had my foot pinned since we pulled away. So with 100,000 litres, you are completely flat out at 16 miles an hour. Now I'm going to put the brakes on here. You're still rolling. I have floored the brakes there, so it takes a while to roll. And the other thing you will notice here, look at the squat on that quad track, to the point that the tracks are burying into the ground here. If I disconnect it, you'll see it. Watch how much it bounces up by. Look at that. There is so much weight in this thing that a quad track is barely managing to pull it. But I love this thing. It is so awesome. If you're into big American farms, this is something you will have all been waiting for. And again, it comes with the prerequisite custom modding, attention to detail, the quality, the finish, everything about it is absolutely superb. Let's open up the auger pipe so you can see that. There we go. That rolling into space. There we go. Look at that. Again, just phenomenal attention to detail. The whole thing's brilliant. As per usual, remember this is a pre-release, so if you spotted anything that's a little bit iffy, I am going to point out the tracks disappearing into the ground. That is just a weight thing. I'm sure they can sort that out. But other than that, this is looking really good. It's already in the mod hub for testing. Of course, mods don't always pass first time, and there can be amends or tweaks to them. So I don't have a date for when it's going to come out, but sooner rather than later. It is near as damn it finished now. So there you go. I just thought you'd like to see this. Very, very impressive. Okay, again, a big shout out to Custom Modding for letting me show you this ahead of time, but keep your fingers crossed it'll be out relatively soon. But for me, for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care, bye for now.